So any questions to you guys? Madhurya? Hello?
Yeah, Ravi. Like you have used the string there for
Yeah,
my name equal to Ravi Kumar Rai. We
yeah.
can use char also in that case.
If you are using a char
Yeah.
variable, then you
Okay.
can only have a single character in it. That is the limitation.
Okay.
Yeah. If you are
Okay.
using a char variable, you can only have a single character. Supposedly I go for more, then
Mhm.
it would give me an error again. If you see this,
Yeah.
invalid character constant.
Yeah. Okay.
So I can only have a single character in this.
And what is the difference between float and double?
Float and double, this is basically 16-bit.
Okay.
I've just given this as 20. When you compile this code, it would become as 20.0 because this is a decimal value holding data type.
Okay. Only
Double is
difference
what?
between
Double is something like 32-bit, I think. 32-bit signed decimal value holding data type.
okay. And if we
This
declare
is,
in the instead of float, then it would be only 20.
yeah, you can
Okay.
you can have a larger data type. This will, the only problem is this will hold more amount of memory. This will hold less amount of memory. So if you have a smaller number which has to be, accessed in a class and worked upon with, we go for the shorter version so that we can save memory. Otherwise,
Okay.
we can go for this double anytime as we want, as per our convenience.
Okay.
But to avoid memory leaks and have uh, avoid some unwanted problems while compiling and executing our code, we go for the shorter versions as per the value that we want to store. That is the norm in Java.
Okay, and when we are using char and string, then we have to use a quote, single quote and double quote in that.
Yeah, for char you have to use a single quote. For string you always have to use a double quote.
Okay,
Okay. So,
okay,
in addition to this, now as a Java developer or any other developer, we follow some specific conventions when we are, naming a variable or naming a function or naming a class. Now, you have to understand whenever we create a class, the name of the class has to start with a capital letter. Let me just type this as well for you. Java coding convention. We should, class name should always start with a capital letter. And then variable names should start with a small letter with camel case. Now, what is camel case? If you want to understand this, camel case would be for a variable like my name. If you see this, if you see this character, it's starting with a small letter, but in between there is a capital letter. Now, my and name, these are two different words, but when I'm naming a variable, I cannot have white spaces in it. So when I are combining these two different words, so I have to, when my first word is complete, the next word that I start, that has to start with a capital name. For another example, I can do something like this. Start my class with positive note. Now these are different words as you can see. But when a new word is starting, I am always using a capital letter. As you can see this P and this N. So this is how you follow a camel case writing convention. So whenever you are coding in Java, you should always take care of these conventions. The same is with the function. Function should also start with a small letter. With a small letter and follow camel case. So any doubts till now with the camel case and coding convention? Hello,
Yeah.
Sunita? Hello? Yeah, Sunita, tell me.
This is just a coding convention. It's not something which the compiler
Yes.
understands accordingly, right?
No, no, no. This is just a coding convention. Like when we are starting with coding, we should know what all standards that we are following while
No,
creating.
basically with the camel case, I'm saying that
Yeah.
the way you have written the function name, start my class repository note, that one.
Yeah.
Instead of giving space and all, we are trying to represent it like that for coding
Yes.
convention.
Yes.
Okay.
The compiler, anyways, skips the white spaces while compiling the code. White space is
Yeah.
irrelevant for the Java compiler. So
Other things are mandatory, I think. The class name should start with capital letter.
yeah, that is mandatory.
Okay.
This one is, but variable names can also start with capital letter, but we follow some standard practice when we are creating anything, any class, any function, any attributes. So these are some things which we need to, take care of. So class name should always start with a capital letter, but these are not the forced ones, but we should,
Coding conventions.
yes. This one is the, stressing part. That's why I always written should always start. So I hope this part is clear to you all guys.
Yes, Ravi.
Megha?
Yeah, Ravi.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So the next part that we would have is now creating a class file with different data types and executing those data types with the main function. This is the next part. Now, to make you understand, we would be creating another Java project. So I hope you have already understood how to, install your Eclipse. Once you extract your Eclipse file, uh, once you extract your Eclipse file, you would see it something like this. Let me go to this. You will get a zip file like this. I hope you are able to see this. Hello?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah, so you would be
Yes.
having a zip file like this, and what you have to do is you have to extract this. So once you extract this, file, you will have these all contents in it, and you will have an Eclipse exe file. This is what you have to use to run your Eclipse. You don't have to install it, you just have to extract this folder to some place. So I have extracted this to this folder, F Selenium. So this is having my Eclipse and all other setups, if you can see. So after you do that, you have to launch your application using the exe file that I just showed. After that, you have to go to File, New, and create a Java project. Now you also have to name your Java project with a capital letter. If you see this, it will not show you any error, but as a standard practice norm, you should always name your Java project in a caps letter. So we would be naming something like this, starting with Java with me. Something like this, you can name it anything, but you should start with a capital letter. So this is just an example. So when you click on finish, there would be a source folder. There would be a source folder in that. After that, what you can do is go to build path, configure build path. You can have the click on add library. You can go to JRE. You can select this option. You will have this workspace default. Whatever Java that you have installed in your system, it should reflect in this place. You can click on finish and OK. And remove this JRE system library Java SE 1.7. Remove from build path. We need JDK to compile and execute our code. So that's why we are only including this. Now in whatever test that you create in Java, the thing is you have to create it in a source folder. Now what source folder is? It's a folder which is understood by Eclipse IDE, and all the Java files that we create, the files with .java extension, that would be compiled and executed only when they are created in this folder, the source folder. So all the Java files have to be created in the source folder itself and not with any other folder. If you want, you can have another source folder with a different name. Just what you have to do is just go to this new, create a source folder again. And you can name it anything that you want, ABC or whatever. You can click on finish. You will have another source folder. You can again have Java files created in this ABC folder as well. So we would start working. So for time now, I would just delete this. So this thing is clear to you guys. Creating a Java project and having a source folder in the Java project and adding the Java standard library in your workspace. So I hope these points are